Hey y'all. So let's talk about 1001, the Teyana Taylor movie. It came out on March 31st. Now, the movie was not what I thought it was going to be. It wasn't. But I'm just going to talk about a few things that I really enjoyed, and then maybe I'll talk about some other things. The movie starts in 1994 and then goes up to, I believe, 2005. And the thing that I love the most about the movie is how it uses Harlem as a backdrop, almost like its own character, to tell, the passage of time, the history of New York City, specifically Harlem, and how it, shapes the neighborhood they're in. It starts off in 94, and I really love the work that they did to recreate the 90s, with the the door knocker earrings, the red lipstick with the dark lip liner, and the way like her weave was, how like if you had your weave set in one specific way and it swooped, you could only really wear it that way or else it would come here. So those little details like that I really loved. And at times there were these voiceover moments where you heard like Giuliani or Bloomberg talking about stop and frisk. They were talking about how they're going to change over, the city and things like that. And you can see slowly how the culture changes, how you see people being forced to move out. Like there's this one specific time where Inez, Tana Taylor, like her building gets bought, and I just knew that this slumlord man was going to come and try and force her out, which does happen. Like he caused all these problems into her apartment, doesn't fix things, and is trying to force her out because that's the thing. Because gentrification, white people, that is such a strong thing that happened in New York City, but specifically talking about Harlem. So those were the things that I really enjoyed. My expectation of the movie was there was a single mom took her child, legal or illegally, out of foster care and was like going to do everything in her power to make sure her child was raised right. She had to lie about some things, blah blah. I didn't expect softness. I did expect grit and things like that, right? But as it turned out, she actually kidnapped this child that she decided that she was going to help because she saw something in him that reminded her, and then proceeded to then blame him in the end for trying to leave her and then being just this wasn't what I thought it was going to be. I really wanted to be rooting for Inez. I wanted to be like, yes, mom, do whatever you have to do to take care of your child, do those things. And I feel like that really wasn't it that happened. I mean, I don't know. Maybe there was something that I missed, but just that, despite the fact whether she kidnapped this child and this child was not hers, I just never really felt like she was doing everything she could possibly do to make sure that he was okay. It was about her. It was never about him. And even if that was your child, he doesn't owe you anything. And I was just like, I did not like that at all. But okay, I can go back to another thing that I really liked. I did enjoy how they did speak on some the colorism that happens in our culture a bit. How Terry, a dark skinned man, was always like, oh, I don't really like light skinned girl, or I don't like Spanish woman, but he was really in love with this beautiful dark skinned girl that worked at the restaurant. But like his friend was always clowning her and stuff because she wouldn't give him any play. And she was very much like, your friends are stupid, and I'm not going to hang around with people who are going to try and make me hate myself. And I appreciated them bringing that aspect into the film, even though I think they could have went further with that and really talked about more about the culture of Harlem and things like that. Instead, it ended up being I just feel like Inez just didn't try very hard. Not try very hard. I do feel like Inez didn't do everything possible to make sure Terry was going to be successful in life, because it was about her and her wanted to show the system that failed her that she could win, and it just wasn't about her. It was about him. So the performances were amazing, don't get me wrong, but this is definitely not a movie that I would watch more than once. Maybe watch it again to like really let it sink in, but just from my first watch, I'm just like, I'm not rooting for. I didn't root for Inez at all, and I feel so bad for Terry because he has nowhere to go. He has no one now, and it's. I don't know if you saw the movie. How did you feel about performances or whatever? Anything that really stuck out to you that made you like go, I I want to explore this further. All right. Okay. Until next time.
You don't have to be perfect to be amazing.